start with Everton. They're dubbed the Toffees, but why? Well, because when the club was formed, just down the road there were two local toffee shops. Ye Ancient Everton Toffee House and Mother Noblet's Toffee Shop were big fan favourites. Next, they say if you can't beat 'em, join 'em, and that's exactly what Ipswich Town did when it came to their nickname. The term Tractor Boys used to be chanted by their opponents as a way of putting the team down for their farming background. But during one game back in the late 90s, Ipswich were 1-0 up and they decided to flip the script. 1-0 to the Tractor Boys, they sang, and a new nickname was born. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire's also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Next up, turns out apples are not the only fruit that don't fall far from the tree. Bournemouth's nickname, the Cherries, comes from the fact the club's stadium was originally built right next to a bunch of cherry orchards. This next story actually involves two club nicknames. It started with Crystal Palace. They were having an absolute nightmare run back in the early 70s. They'd been relegated after a terrible spell and manager Malcolm Allison decided enough was enough. He wanted a new nickname, something strong, fast and destined for success. Something exactly like an eagle. But there's more to this one. Brighton were in search of a nickname too, and Palace finally gave them what they needed. In a heated match between the two back in 1976, Palace fans began chanting, "Eagles, Eagles." And some clever Brighton fans came up with the perfect reply, "Seagulls, Seagulls." Not all club nicknames have a crazy story though. Take the Gunners. That just comes from the fact a group of munitions workers in the Royal Arsenal factory in Woolwich set up the club in 1886. On the flip side, some nicknames seem simple, but there's a bit more to them. Like West Ham. The Hammers is actually nothing to do with the ham part of the name. It comes from the fact the club used to be called Thames Ironworks FC and was made up of workmen and shipbuilders. So next time the away end's chanting their crazy nickname, you'll now know exactly where it came from.
Welcome to the Sports Bar and talkSPORT. I'm Jamie O'Hara. Anyone there, Jason Cundy?
Right.
Nothing? Got nothing for us, Jace? No? No, has anyone seen tonight?
Get on with it.
No?
Don't want to be here. Get on with it.
What a weekend of football it's been. Chelsea, it's spanked. Got a good whooping. Spurs fight back. Arsenal, they're still celebrating jaws. What's going on with that mob? Man City, well, they get it back as well, but nobody can stop Liverpool. They are flying high at the minute, 5 points clear already. No one can catch up with them. Manchester United, though, smashed Chelsea at the weekend. And, of course, we've got a big week of European football, League Cup action. Get involved in the show. Talk about the weekend. 03 717 22 33
card, and it's gone to Robert Sanchez, the Chelsea goalkeeper. Peter Bang straight to his top pocket. Red card. Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0. Bruno Fernandes on his 200th Premier League appearance has poked the ball into the back of the net.
Wait.
Jason Cundy. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 0, and it's Casemiro.
Chelsea, can you? Mikel.
What was he doing for the first goal? How can a referee get in the way of a free kick?
Finished here now. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1.
Your job, stay out of the way of the players.
Ooh, up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. How'd you get on the weekend, you?
I've had better Saturdays, mate. I've had better Saturdays. There's me hoping that your mob would drop points.
Come on, talk us through it. Come on. What happened?
I don't know what to say. I can't defend it, can I?
Come on.
It was...
Defend it. You got to try.
I can't. Look, it didn't start well, right? The weather didn't help.
The
weather didn't help. Didn't start well 4 minutes in, and then Sanchez starts doing the can outside his box.
Good goalie. Good goalie.
And it was a disaster. And, it went from what was a good start for United, a terrible start from us, to a disastrous start for us. And then Maresca starts making changes. And he makes changes, and he makes more changes.
Good changes.
And then before you know it, we're 1-0 down. Then we're 2-0 down.
Number 2.
And they get a man sent off. I think, do you know what, right? Might get back into this, Jay.
Yeah.
Got a chance, mate, getting back into it.
Had a good chance.
And never happened, did it?
Number 1.
Didn't happen. Scored a goal too late.
Number 1.
Just didn't happen for us, mate. That's the trouble, though, when you're world champions, mate. You got a target on your back. That's what happens when you're world champions.
You're garbage.
When you're world champions,
absolute
mate,
garbage. You fell apart. You spent £1 billion. You're rubbish.
People come after you, mate. You know we're a scalp. You're a scout. You don't know what a scout means.
You spent £1 billion. You got Sanchez in goal.
Yeah.
It's sent off after 4 minutes.
Don't know what to say. It was a disastrous start, and we never recovered.
Good team, Man United.
Well, I mean, they deserve to win it. I can't complain about that. But the worst Man United side in Premier League history.
Doing all right, mate. They're doing all right.
Well, last season they didn't.
What's happened to old Maresca, though? What's he doing?
He's all right, mate. You leave Maresca
what's going on, mate?
Leave Maresca
What's going on? All these
I
subs.
want to quit.
All these subs. What's going on?
Don't know. I get it's the problem when the goalkeeper comes off. Someone has to come off, right? That's it. That's an absolute certainty.
Made 3 changes.
Someone has to come off. Apparently, Palmer had an injury, so I kind of understand that one. But the Neto one's the head scratcher for me. If Palmer was carrying a knock, personally, it looked to be the obvious choice for him to come off first. But then, of course, when we get Sells back into the game, like they get us sending off, we can't take advantage of it because our best players are been taken off, or been pulled off.
It's okay, Cundy. It's okay.
Yeah, this is going to be fun, isn't it? This is going to be fun.
Maresca ball.
No, he can turn it around. We've got Lincoln away tomorrow.
Maresca ball.
By the way, imagine if we don't win that.
You've got to be coming under a bit of pressure. You spent a few quid, mate.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't been a great start. But, when you're world champions, you need to remember that, right? Remember we're world champions.
You're world champions of a pre-season tournament. This is where the big bucks are, mate. It's where the big boys roll.
Yeah,
Premier League, same old Chelsea.
It's not been great. It's not been great.
Same old Chelsea, bang average.
It's not been great, mate.
Man United battered you.
Well,
all the stick you've given Man U.
Yeah,
they battered you.
Yeah, I mean we were terrible. I can't argue with that. And it's hard. It's hard enough when you go to Old Trafford at the best of times, right?
Yeah.
But to go down to 10 men and then having to shuffle your pack, we went to a 5 at the back, which was a little bit of an odd one. And I mean, you can't complain really. The result, we didn't deserve anything out of it. Mind you, Man United did their best to get us back into it. What's Casemiro doing?
What's he doing?
Mind you, I did think it was a bit harsh, didn't you?
No, it's a booking. What's he doing?
I don't know.
What is he doing?
I don't. When you're on a yellow, right, and you've got that numeric advantage, you're 2-0 up. That's the sort of tackle you just don't need to make.
Yeah,
isn't it?
We don't. Yeah, it was just crazy decisions.
Yeah, it was a crazy decision. Anyway, we couldn't.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think we might be able to cheer you up.
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
100% Mo, he's back. The Liverpool fan. All right, Mo.
Hey, Candy!
He phoned up to congratulate the world champions, Mo.
Candy,
I've been waiting for this phone call.
Candy,
yeah.
Candy, what can I say? What an absolute plunker you are.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But
what
Mo,
is it with you, Candy? What is it with you? You're crying like a baby. You give everybody else stick.
Yeah.
Yeah? You try, I mean, look, you were giving word stick last week, weren't you?
No, I just said, no, well.
Yeah, he was, Mo, he was.
To be fair.
You give everybody else stick and look at you, you're crying, honest to God.
To be fair, though, Mo, Verts, what happened at the weekend?
Candy.
Mo, do you know what, right? Listen, I'll have a conversation. But I'm very disappointed in you, Mo. You've not phoned up to congratulate Chelsea on being world champions. Very disappointed.
Listen, like Jimmy G said to you, right? Yeah. That's just a pre-season trophy.
Right, but it's still nice to congratulate you, though, world champions.
Won that a couple of seasons ago. That's what you exactly said at the time.
What's that?
Do you know when I said to you, we're world champion, you said, "Oh, that's a nothing trophy." Listen, Candy, the best team on the planet is top of the Premier League.
Well,
with the best players, Candy, with the best strikers, Candy,
yeah.
and we are going to give you a whooping.
Yeah.
Whooping.
Couple of weeks.
We are going to give you a proper whooping. We're going to show Maresca how it's done, and you know what? You're going to be crying again and again and again and again. Your bad time is starting now, Candy. I'm telling you, it's coming for you. So you might as well get some more tissues in there, and just, you know what? Just hold your hands up and just say, look, I'm sorry I've given everybody stick. Just leave me alone.
No. Never sorry. Never, ever say sorry or regret anything. But it would be nice, Mo. All you got to say is, well done, Chelsea. That's all you got to do. World champions.
You know what? Jimmy G's... No, Candy. Jimmy G's right, yeah? Jimmy G's right. That's the worst Man United team ever.
I know.
And you got proper whooped.
Yeah, spanking.
Honest to God, but you know what? You actually done us a favour. They'll keep the what's he called?
Keeps
Ruben
hammering,
Amorim
yeah,
in a job
keeps
now.
him in there.
Yeah, he keeps him in a
thanks
job.
to Chelsea.
I want to quit.
Hey, Candy.
What?
Listen,
I'm here.
I thought
Where have you been, by the way, Mo? Where you been?
I've been away. I've been to
No, you haven't.
Candy.
Where you been?
I have.
Come on.
I've been to Kashmir. If I were here, I would be ringing up.
What, you don't have phones out there?
Listen, Candy, when the talkSPORT bar starts there, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Even I'm just gone to the wind. But Candy, listen, you said to me last year, yeah?
Yep.
I asked you a question. I said, Candy, what do you think of your team? You said, Mo, we'll be challenging next year.
No, we still might.
Where's the challenge?
No, we still might, Mo.
We
challenging.
Billions of
No,
pounds.
listen.
Challenging for?
Do you know, you never know, right? It's early days.
Challenging for nothing.
It's early days.
Jimmy G's team's ahead of you. Jimmy G's team's ahead of you.
Honestly.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it.
Come on.
Challenging.
Challenging for what, Jimmy G? What's he challenging for?
Challenging for nothing, Mo.
Trouble, Mo, when you win champions, right?
Exactly.
People come after you. You got a target on your back.
Just listen. Just shut up about world champions, will you? Look, are you going to be saying that all season?
No, next 4 years, Mo.
Candy, shut up.
World champions.
Mo, what about Liverpool, mate? You're going to win the quad? Quad on?
100%, mate. 100%. The quad is on.
Here we go.
The best team on the planet. The best manager. The best strike. I mean, we haven't even clicked yet, Jimmy G. Do you know what? What's going to happen? Like I've said to you so many times, the league will be done by Christmas. It'll be all over. Candy.
You ain't been great, Mo. You ain't been great, to be fair.
Do you know what? Right, 5 games, they got a point advantage over Arsenal. Every game.
5 points.
It's a point a game.
Arsenal were terrible, mate, yesterday. They were absolutely... Arteta should be sacked. He's nowhere near good enough.
Arsenal fans are not happy, you know. They're not happy with him.
Do you know what? He should be said. The amount of money he has spent and the type of football they played there. I mean, come on. Do you know what?
Man City part of the bus
Arnie Slot is the man. Arnie Slot is the man. We were against Newcastle, yeah? That last minute goal, Candy. I was in Kashmir. I was watching the game, Candy.
Yeah, so why'd you phone us then?
Listen, I can't ring you from there. No connection.
He's back, though. You back now, Mo?
I am, mate. Yeah, I am. But listen, Candy, yeah, before I go, yeah, give somebody else a chance.
Yep.
What you need to do is eat some humble pie, yeah? Apologise to everybody out there. And especially send an apology to Mr. Wirtz, because you were criticising him last week.
Where was he at the weekend?
Listen, he can't play every game, can he? The rotation, Candy. He's a finisher, Candy. He's a finisher.
I think Slot might have been listening to the show, mate.
Candy, shut up. Yeah, exactly. Shut up, Candy.
Mo, it's good to have you back, mate. You're going to be talking garbage.
Mo, last chance to say congratulations to the world champions.
Candy, shut up. Candy, yeah. Listen.
It's all right.
Listen to me. Listen, forget about, you know.
All you got to do is say well done.
Yeah. So far, look at yourself on the table. Where are you, Candy, in that table?
Just say well done.
Jimmy G's teeth in front of you.
Yeah, good team, mate.
They're above you.
Just say well done, Mo. So you got to say, Mo, well done.
You've been criticising Tottenham for years.
Oh, that's easy, though.
You know, every time you've been giving Jimmy G some stick.
I know,
you know you're a bad loser, Candy.
But you know they deserved it, though, Mo, didn't they? Come on, Mo.
Spurs are back. Mo, listen.
No, get rid of Mo. Get rid of Mo. He's a bitter man.
Yeah, he's back. 100%.
Bitter Mo.
He's back in business.
You know, all he had to do was say, well done. That's all I wanted, well done. I said, well done when they won the title, when they won the Champions League.
Candy, shut up.
Always said, well done to Liverpool, but, you know, when the boot's on the other foot, bitter man.
Garbage, okay.
Bitter man. 100% garbage.
Garbage, you are.
We weren't great, mate. No, it's I can't dress it up. We weren't great, mate. It's a tough. It was tough watch, that. It's a tough watch, mate.
Chelsea are back. Right,
World champions.
Get your calls in. You want to have your say, Man United fans. How do you think you got away with that one, really, in the end? With I don't ever think they could to try and let Chelsea back in the game. But you won, actually, doing not too bad. The points, in the table looking all right. Arsenal want to talk about it because there's a lot of Arsenal fans who are not happy with the way they set up in the first half. You can have your say. The mighty Spurs as well. We come from behind. Big result against Brighton. Loads to talk about. 03
Sorry, did you win?
717 22 33 44.
You lot.
Good draw. On talkSPORT, me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy, going to focus on the weekend's action, including Spurs' huge comeback. Chelsea, they lost their second game on the bounce on Saturday. Best of it was against Ruben Amorim's Man United. Shambles. Manager Enzo Maresca spoke to talkSPORT after the game, clearly weren't happy.
We decided to change something tactically after the card we concede, and then call change because it was not 100% fit. He made the test this morning to try and play this game. So the effort for me unbelievable. Just with the team and play this game, and then he started to feel something.
Right, let's go to Wayne. He's a Man United fan. Right, Wayne.
Right, Wayne.
How you doing, boys?
Right,
Can you Condi's thing? No. Can you Condi's thing? No.
Can you hear Cundy sing? I can't hear a flipping thing. Whoa,
Well edited.
Bruno. I tell you what, I was there on the front row, absolutely drenched from top to bottom, and I was absolutely dreading it, Jamie. And they just did not turn up, mate.
Terrible.
The game. There was shit.
He's all over him, mate. Gave him a good old whooping.
Yeah. We had him in the back for 45 minutes. Whooping. Then we come out in the second half, and it was like a different team come out of the tunnel. I was dreading it. Cundy, you could have got back in that, mate.
I know. Well, the sending off gave us a little bit of a lift. It was 10v10. I thought, if we get the first goal in this second half and we can have a go at them, never happened. We never really got out of second gear.
I couldn't believe it, mate. We come out and give you the second half. We just went to the dogs, and I'll tell you what, we give Garnacho. Well, I can't repeat what we give him, but I bet he didn't relish coming down. And I'll tell you something else and all. Cole Palmer, he had a right rant. I weren't far from the bench. I don't know what he was ranting about, but he had a right go with the manager. I don't know if it showed. It didn't show you a match of the day. I don't know if it showed you at your place, but. Yeah, well, honest to God, the Reds are back. We're back.
I don't know, mate. I don't know if you're back.
Oh, Jamie, come on, Chelsea.
I don't know if you're back, mate. You're
Big old statement.
Yeah, you're very average.
It's a big statement saying you're back. Back where? You're not even in the back of the top half.
But hey, we're 1 point behind you, mate, and you're supposed to be world champions.
We are, no, there's no. We are world champions. What does it feel like to beat a world champion? What does it feel like, Wayne? Must give you a good old buzz.
Honestly, mate, I can't deal with you all this world champions like, mate.
What do you want me to say? Look, I can't help it. We won it.
I know, but you got to drop it, mate.
Can't. No. Well, is it factually?
I know, but it's like, get over it, mate. We won Europa League. And I ain't talking about that. I just let it go.
Let it go.
Seriously. Like,
that's what happens, mate. You get a target on your back.
I know, but it's all about the now. It's all about what's in the future. And at the moment, Chelsea,
current world champions.
You look really average.
Well, you weren't great, mate. I'm going to give you that. It was a bad day, mate.
Wait, are you behind Amorim though? Are you for him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Summer, he's the sixth manager that we've got rid of. If we get rid of him, he'll be seventh. It's not the answer.
Well, I want to quit.
The rumours are now that's coming out of social media and good sources saying that it's got till Christmas. When they can't make the Champions League like Cundy's lot, they're on the way. He's on his way. That's what I've heard, mate. Them and that. But no, I'll settle for whooping the big teams at OT, get in the top half, and we'll beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. That makes it good for me.
Right, Wayne. Well done. Cool.
Enjoy it. It's amazing that United fans, eh? And the mighty have fallen. Why did they beat the world champions? When you beat the world champions.
What's that on your back?
What do you mean?
You got something on your back. What is it?
Candy.
What is it? He's got a target on it. Honestly.
That's what happens, mate.
He's so ridiculous.
That's what happens when you're world champions, mate. See that?
What, you got a target on your back?
Everyone goes looking for you. You're a scalp.
You're not a scalp, mate.
Scalp.
Chelsea are not a scalp.
Oh, you know Wayne, they are doing a little jig.
They're not a scalp. Yeah, but Man United always beat you. They're like, Chelsea's not a scalp. You go, oh yeah, we're playing Chelsea's day. It's a scalp. It's not. It's not. You beat Arsenal, you beat Liverpool, Man City, Spurs, Newcastle. It's a scalp. No one cares about Chelsea.
If you beat the world champions, mate, it matters. And you heard old Wayne there doing a little jig he was. You could hear it.
Let's go to Sammy. He's a Man United fan. Sam?
All right, Sammy.
Good evening, boys. Pleasure speaking to you.
All right, matey. You all right?
Yeah, I'm. Listen, we won against the 10-men Chelsea. If they don't get sent off, and Cole Palmer doesn't come off, I think it's a different game.
Well, if it's 11v11, but we'll never know. But it would have been nice to have seen what it looked like. But
you was all over him, though, Sammy. You was all over him.
Yeah, fair enough. But one more thing as well, I want to point out. Amir was everywhere, talking to players, getting involved. When we're losing, he's nowhere to be seen.
But he just seems to be that type of guy, doesn't he? The manager. You know, he's not very like he's not. He don't scream on the pitch. He's not vocal, is he? He's just very like.
It was this game. He was. We need that every week.
He normally hides in the dugout.
Yeah, we need that every week.
Oh, he needed that.
I'm happy with the 3 points.
He'd have been a bit worried when old big Trev Knox comes. Imagine if they dropped points there around United. Everyone would have been. My gosh. He would not have got away with that one.
Cole Palmer's injured. He come off. He's injured.
Yeah. They just seen someone actually say that he might need an op.
He's hoping that he don't need an op. Yeah. So
it's a big blow.
So you're sticking with Amorim. You know, it's big 3 points.
Yeah, I think he has to, but he has to be passionate every week. It's not every week. We need him to get behind the team.
And don't sound convinced, Sammy.
No.
I mean, he hasn't shown it. He's come out with. He's against Grimsby. He was hiding in a dugout and he was coming out with weird interviews about sometimes I'm tired of my players.
Who have you got next game?
I want to quit.
Who have you got next game? Oh, you got Brentford away on Saturday, live on talkSPORT.
Yeah. Listen, I back any manager that they choose, but he needs to show that he wants to be part of it.
Okay.
All right, Sammy, thanks for
Cheers,
the call. We're going to talk Arsenal as well. Arsenal fans want to hear from you over the weekend's action. Let's go to Michael. He's a Man United fan. Mike?
Right, Mikey?
Good evening.
All right, Mikey.
Hi, Jamie.
How are you, Mikey? You good? You feeling good?
I'm feeling all right. Jason Cundy, where have you been, mate?
What?
You've been rubbing into United fans, haven't you, over these months and weeks?
No. Well, you've deserved it.
Up the Chelsea.
Yeah, we have deserved it.
Deserved it.
We have deserved it. I tell you what, I think something to do with Jim Ratcliffe the other night when he had a chat with him.
The big rat.
The big rat. I think something to do with that because I actually think if Chelsea
Who spoke to him?
Well, in the press conference, apparently, what was he talking about to Jim Ratcliffe? This is I think it was Thursday.
Ooh, Cundy? Cundy weren't speaking
No,
to Ratcliffe?
Ratcliffe spoke to Amorim.
I want to quit.
Right.
Right, okay.
Okay.
And I am totally convinced if we didn't win or get points on the board against Chelsea, I think he was head on the chopping block.
Well, maybe.
I mean,
it was a big result. You needed it, but it's hard to see how good Man United were. You started the game well, but after 4 minutes, they're down to 10 men.
Well, this is the biggest issue I have with it, though. Even though we were winning, what was Casemiro doing?
I don't know what he's doing, mate. I don't know. It's crazy.
This is what I mean, though. I know you can't blame what the players do on the pitch, but Amorim should have used his in-game management and said, right, I need to really take him off.
But you know what, right? And I was done the commentary for Chelsea TV. I said in the comms, if there's one player out there, I know he can be a little bit erratic, Casemiro.
Yeah.
But there's one player, 2-0 up.
Yeah,
Do you think, who's my most experienced midfielder?
Yeah.
Don't get booked. Don't give the referee a decision to make.
It's ridiculous. If I was Amorim, I would have gone absolutely mental
I agree
at half-time at him going, what are you doing?
It's a poor decision, that, isn't it?
It's a crazy decision. Idiot. Get him sent off.
Yeah, and then level it up. Yeah. Cruising.
They just levelled it up. But the problem was you took all your best players off.
I know. Can we bring Neto back on?
I can't believe he made them changes.
He went a little bit crazy, didn't he?
Yeah. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Man United got a result though. They've done all right.
Well, see, the thing is, they haven't, have they?
What do you mean?
Well, they haven't done all right.
Well, the points would say.
I know. But what about the eyeball test, the sniff test, and the eyeball test?
You're not having them.
No, I just think you look at the games that they've won. Burnley last minute, ridiculous penalty decision. Yeah. Right? Put in the shirt of his Ahmadi.
Yeah.
Pulls his shirt. Then they get 4 minutes, they go down to 10 men. Right? So there have been some mitigating circumstances here. I see him against Fulham. First 25 minutes against Fulham, they were good, Man United. They were really good. And then they let the game drift away from them. We saw what happened against Grimsby. I don't know. Look, I'm not a Man United fan here, right? But on the back of last season, finishing 16th, below West Ham, losing in the final, the worst Spurs team in Premier League history.
Good
right?
team, though. Good
right? I know, but it's on the back of that, isn't it? That's what you're looking at. You're not just looking at this season. I don't know, mate. I mean, they got Brentford away. They got to get something out of that. I mean, they've got the players, right? They're more than capable. But if they get turned over there again, going to I don't know, mate. I can't work United out. I cannot work them out.
No. All right. You can have your say on that. I want to talk about Arsenal as well. Chelsea fans have been very quiet. What's going on? Having Cundy's taking all the stick here. But Arsenal fans, were you happy with the first 45 minutes? Do you think it was a bit negative? Or were you happy? I thought second half. Arsenal
it was a bit. When you see him bring on Eze, right? And look, they got good players, Arsenal. They're a good team. Arsenal, a good team. First half, it was really strange, wasn't it? The way Arsenal set up. And then the second half, the way City set up. Do you not think that it was a bit the game? Do you not feel
you're not going to call the Premier League now already.
Mate, I'm gonna say.
Here we go.
I just don't know how exciting the Premier League is now. I don't want to go back in the day, but if I go back to like the early to mid 2000s, right?
Yeah.
And some of the Man United and Arsenal games we used to watch, Vieira and Keane. Who are these players now? Where are the battles? Where's those real battles we used to see in the middle of the park?
Well, you got Haaland and Gabriel. That's a bit of a
yeah,
rivalry.
that's one. But I don't know. Is it great? I can't. It feels that a couple of years ago, 10, 15 years ago, that the Premier League was a better, more attractive watch. That's how it felt.
Well, you're not having it.
I don't know how exciting it is, mate. No, genuinely.
It's only because Chelsea are garbage.
It's not. I said this last year.
No,
right?
mate, you can't just keep saying, the Premier League's a bit meh because Chelsea have started rubbish.
I don't know.
At that time, Jason Cundy.
There's been some great games already.
But even Liverpool, right? They are 5 points clear, and they haven't got a sweat on yet. They haven't got a sweat on.
Well, they have. They beat Newcastle away in the last minute.
But I'm saying
Burnley in the last minute.
They ain't played particularly well yet. Look at what they're doing. And I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out there. Is it a great league? Is it? I don't know whether it is, mate. I don't know how good this league is. And I did say it last year, Premier League, right? Because it is meh. And I stuck to that all season.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm wrong. I hope we do get some blockbusters. I hope we do get. I mean, look, the best game this season has been Newcastle, right down to 10 men, right against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Probably been the best game.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Right.
Right.
But I'm saying other than that,
You're saying the Liverpool Man City games, the Arsenal Man City games, they're just not living up to the billing.
Not really. No, and there's still plenty of football to be played. But
there's plenty.
I just want to throw it out there. What the other fans think?
All right. Well, get involved in the show. Let us know. 03 717 22 33 44.
Andy.
You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. We're asking whether Arsenal fans should be celebrating a draw at home. 03717 22 3344. And as well, by the way, Chelsea fan. Not one Chelsea fan has phoned up. You are not a big club.
Leave me to defend.
You're not a big club, mate. You never phone up. Never have anything. The only person that says anything is you.
I seen when we were world champions. I was phoning.
Anyone can phone up when you win a game. Where's the fans that phone up giving us an insight into what's going on at Chelsea? You lot. You're a shambles of a team. Shambles of a football club. You're not a big club, mate. Arsenal fans phone up. West Ham, Man United, Spurs, Nottingham Forest, Leeds. They all phone up. Chelsea, no, nowhere to be seen. None of yous. What's the matter with you lot? You don't exist, that's why. You don't exist.
Oh, no, don't exist.
No, you don't exist as fans. You're just all, like money men. That's all you are.
No, we're world champions.
Joke you are.
I'm just saying, we're world champions, mate.
Just don't phone up, mate. Don't phone up. Let's hear from manager Mikel Arteta after the late winner yesterday.
Not too easy to say that. I think it's very clear what we wanted to do. Very well, we started the game. I think we completely dominated. I think after they scoring the goal without doing absolutely nothing before that, we were a bit shaky for 5 or 7 minutes, and after that we still got grip of the game again and start to dominate it. And in the second half it was a continuation of that with one different player and then with 2 or 3 different players.
Right, let's get into it. A bit of Arsenal. Negative Chris has phoned us up. Right, Chris?
Chrissy, what?
Hello, boys. You good?
I'm all right, Chris. Are you going to be negative?
Oh, no, it's negative Arteta.
Okay.
Negative Arteta football. Yesterday's team selection was an absolute disgrace. I was saying to my mate, leading up to the game, do not play 3 DMs. We know it didn't work against Liverpool. It didn't work against Bilbao until he made the changes. And yesterday was a shambles. And he knew he got it wrong because he made the changes in the second half. And look how different we were.
Yeah, he was good in the second half. Boring in the first half.
Chris,
you wasted 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was a waste. It was a waste of 45 minutes. And I've said it to my mate as well. We have got the squad to win this league. Unfortunately, we don't have the manager to win the league.
Ooh, really?
Simple. I believe that.
Chris, do you know what, right? When Arteta first took over at Arsenal, those first 2 or 3 seasons, right, you were a really attractive, easy on the eye team to watch.
Yeah.
You were. Honestly.
Yeah.
And there has definitely been a change. He's not alone, by the way, because I think the Premier League has got a little bit of a defensive problem set up. There is more, it's all about ball retention. You hear managers talk about controlling the game. That's what it's about now. There are managers taking less risks. He's not alone. He's not alone. And at the moment, Slot is easing his way through this table again. I don't think...
they're in second gear.
Then Liverpool, look, good sides always find a way how to win a match, right? And Liverpool have done that numerous times already this season, right? But they've not been brilliant. No one's been brilliant. No one I've looked at this season, I've gone, they're a really, really good team. Defensively solid, but also attacking as well.
5 points behind Liverpool already.
Number 5.
Let's put it this way there. This is probably the worst Man City team we've seen under Pep, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I can't work City out. I don't know what City are at the moment.
And this is probably the best Arsenal team since Arteta's took over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yesterday, he decides to play 3 defensive midfielders. We've seen Brighton beat them. Spurs have beaten them.
Yeah.
But yet Arsenal at home, you've signed Eze, who badly wanted to join us, boyhood club and that, left him on the bench. If Odegaard was match fit, he would have started. So what is the difference of putting Eze in the number 10?
It's a good point you make.
This is why I don't understand this manager. And I'm telling you now, it's all going to lead to one thing and one thing only, and that's him getting sacked. Because Berta is not going to have it. All the hard work Berta did with bringing all these players in, and if we don't win a trophy this season, or as things stand, it don't look like we're even competing for the league, it's going to lead to one thing, and he's going to get sacked. And it's his own fault. What's going to happen on Sunday? We play Newcastle away. What, is he going to go 3 defensive midfielders again? Do you know what I mean? I don't understand what.
See that game there, right? So talking about a game, that's got all. That's got. That's got all the ingredients. If you talk about a team, probably the most attractive team to watch is maybe Newcastle.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you go along with that?
Yeah.
Right, the way Eddie Howe sets up.
To score goals, though. They're struggling to score goals.
Yeah.
Okay,
but they're exciting to watch.
But they're a side that we saw that when they went down to 10 men. Say again?
Yesterday's game wasn't. That was a ball fest.
Yeah, it was a bit of a ball fest. Not a great example, but see that there, right? That game there, Newcastle at Arsenal, that has got all the ingredients to be an absolute blockbuster, hasn't it? You know?
Yeah.
Both teams should be going for it. Both teams, Newcastle will because they're at home. I don't know what I'm going to get. I mean, could it be a stingy 0-0, 1-1, like a game of few chances, cancelling one another out? I don't know whether Newcastle will do that, but it'll be interesting to see what Arteta does because, as I said, he likes to control game. That's the word they'll use now. Controlling the game.
And just quickly, Jamie, you're saying celebrating a draw. I was screaming at the TV when we equalised.
Yeah, of course.
Grab that ball and put it straight back in the halfway line and get the game on.
We all celebrating like you won.
Well, I didn't. You know I wouldn't. But I was screaming at the TV. Who?
Eze.
On the floor.
Well, he got the assist. It just shows.
It is a big goal, that though. It is. I understand why they celebrate that.
There's still 5 minutes left, though.
No, I know, but
Exactly.
no, but fine. They then get back. I'm saying, but I understand why they celebrate like that. The fans and the players, because it was a big goal, that because they were knocking on the door, and it looked like they weren't going to quite get over the line and get themselves back level on terms. And it is, even though City aren't the City they are, they're still Man City and they're still Pep. And they still got one of the best strikers in world football up top. By the way, what about his goal?
Yeah, so Haaland, though.
What about his goal?
Left Rice for dead, didn't he?
Oh, well, left them all for dead. He was galloping. Absolutely galloping. That's the most, that is the most, when you think about his running style, right?
Yeah.
Look at the way he gallops and reaches out, and those legs and arms just go crazy.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah.
Chris, thanks for your call. Let's go to Aftab. He's Arsenal. All right, Aftab?
Hey, gents, how are you?
I'm all right, Aftab. But look, what's going on with Arsenal? Because you wasted 45 minutes at the weekend against Man City. You should have gone for the throats early doors.
I totally agree with that. And I love Arteta, and I think we should have gone in there full on and just gone for it, really gone for it. And you know what? I remember the old Arsenal team. That's what I called in, by the way, what Mr. Cundy's saying about the old matches, the proper rivalries. So I'm talking about Chelsea, Liverpool, for example, or Arsenal, United, of course.
Yeah.
And it went on and on and on. We don't have that anymore. We don't have the not nastiness, but that's not there. It's really, really, I don't know what to say. It's disappointing. And watching us playing Chelsea, for example, it's a lame match. Even Tottenham, right? It's just not what it used to be. So watching us playing in the old days, we had, for example, the old Henry team. We would have gone in there. We're going to go for them. We're going to take them out. And we would have taken them out. Because they're actually weak at the moment, City are. We didn't do it. And I love Arteta, but we didn't go for it. We didn't go for the throat. We didn't finish it off. That Chelsea team, 2004-5, I think is as good as they got. I really do. And I don't like Chelsea at all. Sorry to say, but I don't like Chelsea. But I tell you what a team. Man. They would have just finished it off. Arsenal didn't do it. I'm not sure Liverpool are good enough. I'm not sure. Liverpool, of course, they're winning. I'm not sure they're great either. City certainly
to be. That's the thing. Liverpool need to be tested. I think to get the best out of this slot Liverpool team, they need to be put under pressure. They need to be tested. No one's doing it. They pretty much went through last season without being tested. Yeah. Really, genuinely. And they're going to go for it. 5 points clear. Most Liverpool fans will know they've not hit their straps yet, which is a worrying sign again this season because they're not playing particularly well yet. They're still winning games reasonably, late on, I know. But you think about the weekend, right, against Everton. They tuned up against Everton, cruising, and a little bit of a fight back. But other than that, I don't know, mate. It just feels as though Liverpool...
It was meant to be Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't...
This was meant to be the season. This was it. You've got the squad. You've got the players.
Last thing, by the way, fellas. I tell you the last thing. I used to watch Arsenal. I seen things for a few years back in 2010, 11, 12. The end of the glory days of Wenger. And I love watching Arsenal because they had some great players there. We'd have great football. And you know what? Chelsea's rocking the town, or Man United, or whoever, Liverpool. And they play defensively to an extent, and they do us on a break. And, Fergie said it. Do Arsenal, intercept the ball, and do a 1-0 or 1-2-1. That's gone now. Arsenal is playing the best football in the league, full stop. Now, we're not winning anything, and we're not playing the best football. That's a challenge in itself, because I love Arsenal where they used to play. We have so many midfielders, so many great players, Rosicky, Arshavin.
But why do you think that is then? Because all of the managers now, they are about ball retention, right? And sometimes it's more about keeping the ball than actually trying to make ground or trying to attack it. PSG, right, they're the most exciting side I've seen in a long time last season of the Champions League, certainly the second half. They took teams on. They went for it. The players, they've got Gravit Skelly on one side, Doué the other side. They've got players for attack teams. I just feel we're such a passive league at the moment that it's all about control and it's all about defensively being more solid than actually trying to score goals. That's how it feels.
My last point, I'm sorry, give me too long, fellas, but the last point is Arsenal's got such a solid defence, right? You put a couple of holders in there, a holder in there, and go for it. And you guys sit back, put one full back up front or the other one, left or right, doesn't matter, and go for it. See what happens. And that really also disappoints me. You can't just sit, you can't just be that defense. And I love Arteta, but unfortunately, I'm not saying get him out, I'm not saying that, but it's sad to see. Attack. Play attack football. United. I'm sorry, I'll shut up now. I've been talking too long. Sorry.
Listen, thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Arsenal fans, give us a call. What you're making of it so far? 5 points behind Liverpool already. It's outrageous. 03 717 22 33
Number 5.
You listen to the Sports Bar, me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. We're going to take a look at the Ballon d'Or results as well from tonight. But let's hear Andy Jacobs on H&J today. Absolutely losing it after that shambles of a result. Chelsea and Maresca at the weekend.
You're in a position, you've lost your goalkeeper after 4 minutes, you've got to make a sub.
Yeah.
You've got 3 attacking players.
Yeah.
One of whom is injured. One of whom said in the morning, I'm not sure I can play. I might,
Did he tell you that, did he?
Well, he said, Maresca just now.
Right, okay.
Oh,
Is that why you threw a pen at the telly?
Because he just said,
he threw a pen at the telly, like it's going to hurt Maresca.
Cole wasn't fit in the morning. He weren't
Welsh?
sure about it. Well, whatever he is. Might as well be Welsh. He's useless. That was absolutely ridiculous. And then he takes the 2 off, and then he has to substitute Palmer. That was absolutely... And, of course, in the second half, Chelsea still... Manchester United shouldn't be deluding themselves. Chelsea won the second half. They won the second half 1-0.
Well, 10 against 10.
When it was 10 against 10 and they had no attacking players on the pitch.
No.
He's right.
It's frustration there. Yeah. You have to take, as I said, someone's got to come off, right? And if Palmer was injured, and I didn't know that they had that conversation in the morning, right? If he is, but he took him off in the end. Now, when you're down to 10 men and you've got 90 minutes to play, which is pretty much the workload you've got to put in as you're an outfield player, is going to increase.
Yeah.
Right? So really, if you think about it now, he should have been the first one to come off. He brought off Esteval and then Neto and then Palmer. And by that time, how are you going to take advantage of now it's back 10v10, your best players, attacking-wise, are on the bench or subbed. And it's, very frustrating. That's amazing how that one sending off, how that moment just changed everything.
Yeah, Sanchez killed you, didn't he? He really did. Just a quick word on Cole Palmer. He finished in the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or tonight. If you don't know who won it, Ousmane Dembele obviously was the winner. Lamine Yamal second, Vitinha third, Salah was fourth, Rafinha fifth, Hakimi was sixth, Kylian Mbappe seventh, Cole Palmer 8th, Donnarumma and Nuno Mendes in the top 10. Kvaratskhelia finished 12th. I thought he had an unbelievable season. Harry Kane, who broke the record in Germany, finished 13th.
Yeah, he's not getting a lot of love, is he?
I mean, that's a little bit outrageous, right? What about 50 goals?
It feels like Kvaratskhelia and him should be higher up the order there, mate. I don't have a problem with Dembele, Lamel, Vitinha, what a good player he is. No, who's going to miss out then? Who is going to miss out? That's what you've got to say.
Well, Cole Palmer, I mean, look, he'd done the business in the Club World Cup. But I think he's got 1 goal since January.
No, that was in open play, but that was when Chelsea had a bit. But his record last season was unbelievable. Still, he got off to an absolute stormer.
Yeah, he did
up until Christmas, and then our season crumbled around about January, February, March.
He's a great player. I love it.
He's a lovely footballer, mate.
Amazing.
He's a lovely footballer, and he's only going to get better.
But I look at the players who are in that, and we look at Lamau and Dembele, and I just, look. I hear you on the Premier League this season. It does feel a bit defensive, doesn't it? It does feel a bit like, come on, like Arsenal.
How many teams pass the ball between the centre half, go out to the right back to centre half, back? How many teams do that? I want to throw it out there now. Your team does, because we do it too much. I think Chelsea do that too.
Chelsea do it all the time.
But teams do it. It's to control the ball. It's to have possession and control the game. I think there's too much emphasis on controlling the game, not enough emphasis when you get the control. Can you go forward? With that passing, and the way teams set up as well. Teams do set up quite defensively. The teams that Chelsea play this season, Palace do it very well, right? Yeah. We've seen West Ham do it. Brentford, they do. It's up for us to break them down. But a lot of teams do set up.
Yeah.
Right, as a back five in Manchester United. They haven't quite got it right, but a lot of teams, more often than not, is set up not to lose the game than to go and win it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go to Eddie. He's a Man United fan. Eddie?
All right, Eddie.
Boys, how we doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Eddie. You happy with Man United the weekend?
No, to be honest with you. Jace, I think if you didn't, the way it panned out, with obviously the sending off and that, I think you probably would have beat us.
Well, we'll never know. We didn't start well, to be honest with you. The first 4 minutes,
you
we were under
didn't
siege.
start well, but look. I think your big blow is Cole Palmer, right? Let's be honest about it.
Cole Palmer coming off changes the game, but you had a great start. I thought Man United were brilliant for the first 20 minutes of the game, and you go 2-0 up. And then Casemiro, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's doing. An experienced player.
Jerry, you played in there, right? Like we've talked before, but when you're in there, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, but you just don't. You're on a booking. You just don't make that foul. You just don't need to.
I still don't think it's a yellow.
No, it's a yellow, mate. I've watched it. It's a yellow. He pulls him back. Mate, it's a yellow.
I thought it's a bit.
It's a yellow card.
I can see why. I can see why he's got. It's not the worst decision you'll ever see.
Go on, Cundy.
No, it's not the worst decision you'll ever see. But I have to say, I don't know whether it was a second yellow worthy. Don't know whether it was quite as bad.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I'll take that.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're
no,
convinced though, Amorim? I mean,
so the big one for me with Amorim is that, to be honest, I think we got spanked by Cundy's boys if it didn't transpire the way it did.
Well, I think, look, you got lucky against Burnley. You know, sending off in 4 minutes against Chelsea. I think we're yet to see if Man United have got.
Yeah, well, time will tell us.
Time will tell. They've got
game,
Brentford away at the weekend.
Well, that's a tough game.
Yeah, it is.
The way that Brentford set up, mate, they've they had a bad result the weekend, but you know they're a hard working side, in particular at home. That'll be a tough nut to crack.
Still no Chelsea calls, mate. What's going on?
Well, you've probably scared them off, mate. Because
what's the matter, you lot? Let's see. What's the matter with you? Shamble. You're not a big team.
Well, champions, mate.
You're not a big team.
You know, we only talk about the big games, mate. The Champions League and world champions now. It's PSG.
The only people that talk about Chelsea, you, Rory Jennings, Scott Minto. The rest of you, I don't even know if there's a Chelsea fan out there. Honestly, just like tourist fans you are. West London, go have a little drink down Kings Road, go and watch a game.
They're out there, Jay.
Proper fans.
They're out there, mate.
Where are they?
Maybe it's you.
Where are they?
Maybe they want to speak to you.
Where are you?
I am Scott Minto.
Where are you? Chelsea, let's be having you. Your mob, phone up, garbage. Absolute shambles. Right, we're going to continue taking calls. We'll look back at the rest of the action as well. Massive comeback for Spurs. Big result for us in the end after a terrible start. You can have your say on that. Give us a call, 03 717 223344. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18 plus. BeGamWay.org.
I am Scott Minto.
As Lewis Hamilton, now at Ferrari, dares to dream of a record 8th F1 world title, the Tifosi will be hoping the Brits can bring glory back to Italy. To many, Ferrari and Formula One are inseparable. They're the only team in the sport today to have competed in the first World Championship in 1950, are the most successful team in history, and have built some absolutely gorgeous cars. Their first driver's title was won in 1952 by Alberto Ascari. Considered one of F1's most dominant and best-loved champions, he drove the iconic Ferrari 500 and defended his title the year after. It was Juan Manuel Fangio in his Ferrari 250 who secured the team's next driver's title in 1956. Remember, he was world champion 5 times with 4 different teams. Mike Hawthorne, Phil Hill and John Surtees also won titles for Ferrari in the 50s and 60s, and the cars back then were beautiful, and they even sounded great, didn't they? Anyway, Ferrari went 11 years without winning a title until Niki Lauda won in 1975 in the iconic 312T. Throughout much of the 80s and 90s, though, Ferrari looked like they'd never go all the way again. Le Professeur Alain Prost came pretty close in 1990, but lost out to his bitter rival and former teammate at McLaren, Ayrton Senna. It was only when John Todt recruited a swathe of staff from outside of Italy, including Michael Schumacher, that the glory days returned 21 years after their last driver's title. The turn of the century saw the prancing horse sprint to an unprecedented 5 consecutive championship doubles. And after Schumacher left, Kimi Raikkonen reclaimed the driver's title immediately. But despite employing 1,500 people, the Iceman remains the last Ferrari world champion. So, 16 constructors' titles, 7 more than McLaren, and 15 drivers' titles, 4 more than, again, McLaren. Ferrari are truly Formula One's top team. Forza Ferrari.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. I'm Jamie O'Hara alongside former Chelsea defender Jason Cundy. Up the Chelsea. We're going to be joined by former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher to go over the red cards this weekend. But first, let's have a look at the rest of action we haven't touched on yet. It's Monday Night Roundup on the Sports Bar. We run you through some of the other talking points from over the weekend. Let's start with a Merseyside derby. Liverpool beat Everton at Anfield. Early kick-off on Saturday. Liverpool boss Arne Slot after the match said despite having to play 3 games in a week, he's proud of his team's performance.
Yeah, but if you play a derby and it wouldn't have been difficult, then things or maybe not normal. So taking everything into account, I think this was the best performance we got this week. Only 62 hours of rest, 3 games in 7 days, not in 8 or not in 9, which some teams in this league have as well, or in 10. But we have to play 3 in 7, early kickoff against our rivals. Then the first half, we needed that probably because then we were fresh. Then you can see how well we can play. And in the second half, I think unbelievable mentality again. Maybe not in pushing for a goal, but now in making sure Everton hardly created anything.
Yeah, look, as you said, they're looking good and they're not playing well. They're playing all right.
The points and the scores are slightly flattering them. They deserved to win at the weekend. They were that first half performance was
they were good.
Was good. Fair play to Everton. Had a go last 10 minutes. The first half. Second half they came out and another go. Jack Grealish was their spark again. I think he's going to be impossible to ignore if he carries on like that for next England squad in a couple of weeks.
Good.
We will see. But they march on, Liverpool. They kind of, they just brush teams aside. Yeah, I know they've had a couple of late goals, but they keep doing it consistently, right? Didn't have to this weekend, but keep consistently finding a way to get a winner and get, and they haven't even dropped anything, mate. Not dropped anything.
No, I know.
And then they march. I don't think Everton will be too disappointed about their performance overall, but they were beaten by, the best side. So
yeah. All right, let's move on. Another big game. Spurs, they travelled to Brighton, finished 2-2. Is Spurs manager Thomas Frank post-match talking highly of his side's performance?
Definitely feels like a very good point. We always want to win every game, but there is another team, another opponent that try to win. But what I'm very pleasing with, I will say it again, is the mentality the players show, because you can have all the tactics, you can all that, but you need to be so strong. And this is the third game in a week. And we look so physical strong as well. And also, in my opinion, if there should have been a winner today, it should have been us.
Yeah, I think second half, Spurs were good. First
goal for half time, goals, that little lift that Spurs needed, right? Going into it, that 2-0 advantage can be whittled back straight away. You feel like you're cruising, and that goal was the catalyst that got Spurs back into the game, as you said.
Spurs are back.
Spurs much better second half. It was a fair result from what I saw. Yeah. Listening to the reports on talkSPORT as well.
Yeah, Vicario let us down, but you know what? He's had some good games this season, so you accept that. He's a keeper who might.
He did bend and swerve a bit. Didn't
he moved around, but he should. He should do better. He should save it. But I was really happy with the way we played the second half. We come out, played some good football. Players still trying to find their feet. Xavi Simons, I think, still trying to find his way.
What about your Richarlison's going to score more goals than Gyökeres?
Well, he ain't that far behind him.
What is it now?
He scored.
I know, isn't
he? Scored. I think he's got 3, and I think Gyökeres has got 4. Don't write it off.
No, I'm not, mate.
Don't write it off.
People poo-pooed you a couple of weeks ago, mate.
Yeah, well, Richie scored again. Yeah. And he is the starting forward for Spurs. He's
okay, so you're a bit more confident now.
Got Wolves at the weekend.
Are you taking pens out of it or not? What are you doing?
Well, Gyökeres takes pens. Richarlison don't. So,
Pens a goal.
Gyökeres has got 3. No, I think he's... Oh, yeah, look, see... Mate, I'm telling you, Richarlison, if he is consistent and he stays fit...
Score more goals than Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, let's be honest. He don't look prolific, does he?
No, he needs his hold-up play, I think, needs to be better, to be honest. Yeah. And that might come. We'll see.
I'm not convinced. Yeah, look, we're doing all right. It's been a good start to the season.
It's been okay. It's been good.
We finished 17th last season.
Yes, you did.
Right.
Well, you can't get any
We're
worse.
above Chelsea.
Can't get any worse. Above the world champions. Just say world champions, man.
We're above Chelsea.
Above the world champions. Well done.
Over to West Ham. They're beaten again. Oh, my God. They're having an absolute nightmare. Beaten at home to Crystal Palace. Under pressure, Potter understands the fan frustration after another defeat.
Do you still think you're the right man for the job?
Yes.
Even though we've had a poor start to the season?
Yes.
Callum Wilson up front, and then you brought Fulcrook on for the second half. Was there ever a temptation to play both of them together?
No.
Fair enough.
Well, I heard that interview on Saturday. Wow. Yeah. West Ham fans weren't happy with that, No.
He was
giving Moose nothing.
Well, he's under pressure, mate, and he's feeling it, to lose at home at Crystal Palace have shown they are a good side, right?
Yeah, they are.
They're a tough team to play against. Well organised. Even though they've lost their little bit of sparkle up front in Eze, they're tough to score against. They're tough to break down, and they got Mateta up top. Who comes up with some big goals. That's a bad result for West Ham. Not to pick up something.
Well,
they
were bad, Jason.
Yeah,
they're really poor. They've got nothing.
Yeah. And
no legs in midfield. They've got nothing about them. They are, honestly, they're one of the worst West Ham sides I've seen.
Well, we're taking calls this time next week when they go away to Everton on Monday Night Football live on talkSPORT. I've got a horrible feeling that the West Ham fans will be phoning up pretty angry, pretty annoyed, and we'll be calling for some changes. That's my gut instinct.
I asked for a couple of Chelsea fans, and there are some out there. He's phoned us up. Let's go to T. He's a Chelsea fan. Right, T?
Right, T.
Hello, lads. How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right. Yeah, so there's a couple of Chelsea fans out there.
I'm here, mate. I'm here.
Ain't many of yous.
Yeah, but, I'm here, so that counts.
Come on in, T.
Garbage at the weekend, mate. What's Sanchez doing?
You know what it is? I haven't got the cojones to do it.
What? He's gone. He's gone. He's put the phone down. Up the Chelsea.
What's that?
Up the Chelsea. That's your Chelsea. That's your Chelsea fans.
I don't think he is,
mate. Let's go to Jack. He's a Chelsea fan. Jack.
All right, Jack.
All right, lads. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
All right, Jack. Come on.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know what that last game's a result, but Robert Sanchez is an absolute criminal. I don't know what is going on there, but that is just a nightmare. Do you know what? We signed so many players in the transfer window. You know, there's got goalkeepers going here and there. You've got Donnarumma going. You've got Emi Martinez winning the league. We've spent so much money, and he's one of our main problems. Why are we stuck with him?
Well, it would appear, I don't know whether you read that today, that Maicon, again, the AC Milan goalkeepers, that conversation may well start. The transfer window opens in a couple of months. Where it would have been now, September, October. So there are 3 months that opens again. I think they will probably, if they were looking for a goalkeeper in the summer, I would suggest that's very much on their hit list going into January as well.
Honestly, that's top of my Christmas list, that is.
Yeah. Look, Sanchez in the Club World Cup, give him his due, was all right.
Yeah, do you know what? He ain't done bad recently. He's but this one.
Oh, it's a major.
This is a clanger.
Yes, where's
do you know what? Right, this always amazes me about goalkeepers. Why do goalkeepers dive at attackers' feet in the box and bring down for a box? When they come out of the box, I think just you could scare, because Buemo had a lot to do, by the way.
Yeah.
Buemo's had a lot to do. He's towed it. He's got quite a heavy touch on it. He's got to get there first. When you come out and rush him, going 1-0 down at that stage of the game would not be a disaster. It was a disaster going 10 men down and conceding the first goal.
Yeah.
That's when it turned into disaster.
Yeah, I agree. Absolute charlatans. Are you convinced with Maresca, Jack?
Do you know what? The way he dealt with the PSG game in the Club World Cup, I liked it. I think he set up perfectly for that. He's made some odd decisions here and there. I don't know about the Cole Palmer thing at the weekend. I don't know if that was because of injury. Yeah. I'm not sure.
He might have been all right, but when the subs, when it was the time to make the subs, he might have been okay. That might have changed as the game went on. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I weren't convinced at the weekend. We're hit and miss.
Yeah.
Over the last year, we had a good end of the season last year. It was like, I was buzzing, and especially when we beat Liverpool. We were looking for top 4. We got that, but I just don't know. I can't get a read on it, to be honest.
All right, Jack. Listen, thanks for your call. Can we get Adam up? He's a West Ham fan.
All right, Ed.
Adam.
Hello.
All right, Ed.
Irons. Irons. Yeah, Irons, yeah.
What is going on, mate? What has happened to West Ham? They are awful.
Well, I spoke to you 3 weeks ago, didn't I?
Cool. And you're still awful.
Number 3.
Oh.
Ed? Adam?
Ed?
What are you doing?
Yeah, sorry.
What are you doing?
I don't know what's going on at the back of my ear. Hold on.
Number 3.
Brain.
Ed?
Yeah, I'm here.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
All right.
I mean, sorry, what are you doing?
Sorry, I had you on my phone. I was listening to you.
There's 14 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's going on then. Yeah, so, I don't know. They're asking about Potter in, Potter out, but then, Nuno's not the answer. He's not. But I don't think. Do you then? Do you think he is?
You saw what he done at Forest.
Yeah, but he wants money, doesn't he? He wants money. He wants to spend money, which like most.
Well, do you know what? If he can't sit down with the owners, whoever comes in, if Potter does go, I don't want to sack him yet, but that conversation will take place.
The problem you got with Nuno is, look, I like him, and you can't get away from the fact he's done an unbelievable job at Nottingham Forest. I think he's been harshly treated there, and I think it's only right that he goes and gets another Premier League job. But West Ham wanted to get away from pragmatic football. They wanted to get away from that. Nuno is a pragmatic football manager. They play defensive, solid, hard to break down, happy to not have the ball, and then they'll play on the counter-attack. I mean, West Ham fans, you were calling for Moyes out.
Can Moyes play that then?
Yeah.
Well, there you go then.
Well, that's what I mean. You're going back to what you had before.
Ed's not happy though.
The thing is, everyone says about this. How you want to play this, that, and the other. But you've got to have the players to play it. Look at Spurs last year. You talk about not 6 months ago. Spurs were awful. They're this, they're that. Got a manager in, and you got someone that's got a bit of that's navigating the way you're trying to play. You've got players in there now. You're going right. This is how we're going to play. This is how he wants to play.
You've got that in place now. You can only do so much with the players you've got in there. You might want to play front foot attacking football. You ain't got to.
Who do you want, Ed? Who do you want? Who's your?
Who I want?
Yep.
At the moment, out there, the sorry state of it is there ain't much out there, is there? Let's be honest. There ain't much out there. If you said to keep me up in the Premier League this season, you've got to go and get a Sean Dyche and someone like that. Be ugly. Everyone will moan about it. We put 10 behind the ball. But, I mean...
Furbishley?
Yeah.
Hards is available.
Yeah.
Big Sam? You got people in there that, at the moment, you can only play with what you got. And, you know... It's not, you can get anyone in there. You can go in there. You can go in there and manage the side.
Do a good
if
job.
You ain't got the players you got.
Get O'Hara in there. I'll send you down.
But you know, at the end of the day, who's in there? Who would you say at the moment?
Well, I think Nuno. Look, listen. I think Nuno's a good appointment in terms of where West Ham are.
But he wants. Yeah, but hold on. He's not someone that you can turn around and go, yeah, you know, he's going to keep them in the. He's going to keep them in the side. You know, he's going to keep them in the league. You know, he wants money. Nuno, he spat his toys out the pram when he went to Wolves. When Wolves wouldn't spend money. Sullivan and that ain't going to go and spend money in January.
You might have to.
I'll tell you now, if I was Potter, I'd go there and I'd say to him, right, when I come in, you turn around and said to me, in the summer, we're going to go and spend X amount of money. Have we done it? No. What you've done is you've sold our biggest asset or one of our biggest assets to our rival club, regardless of Spurs or
good
West Ham. Good
signing, that. It's a good signing, Kudos.
Well, I don't know if he has been
You're
yet.
just a feeder club for Spurs, though, aren't you? Let's be honest. Spurs are back. You're just a feeder club. We always take your best players.
Yeah, but we always win most cup finals every year, don't we, Jamie?
You got pumped in the last one.
When was the last time you won at London Stadium, apart from about 3 weeks ago? Please tell me. We've had that cup for 4 years now.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone now, mate. We pumped you 3-0.
No, Adam, was your cup final this year, wasn't
Adam, it's looking bleak for West Ham at the moment.
Yeah, but I guarantee we'll probably come above Spurs still.
What about Bilic? He's been linked.
I'd have him in.
Have him back with you?
Get Ginger Pele in with him and Nobles. We just need to strip it back and go, do you know what? And have a few honest truths and have a few conversations there and just to be honest, if you look at it really though, we haven't really got a bad squad. You know, it's not a bad squad, is it? Really?
I think he's average. Apart from Jared Bowen, Paqueta. I think the rest of them are bang average.
It's not a relegated side, is it?
Well,
really? If you look at the squad from top to bottom, is it?
Well, it ain't great.
It ain't great, but Kilman, I can't believe he ain't been dropped. Honestly, he couldn't have had a list. In all honesty,
it ain't a great side. Like, it really ain't. Like, you got no legs in midfield.
Don't think?
No, I mean, I think it's a bang average. I think it's one of the most average sides I've seen.
Well, you rate it as a relegated side there?
What?
Well,
at the moment, yeah.
Performance-wise, but I'm on about squad-wise.
Well,
you don't reckon there's 3 worst squads in there?
Well,
as in squad.
You've got Jared Bowen and you've got Paqueta. Right, Somerville I like as well, but, you know...
Somerville, Jesus. Somerville get a Spurs side.
I quite like Juice.
Gets in a Spurs side? I don't know about that.
Well, don't you think?
To be honest, no.
Yeah.
I mean, James Ward-Prowse has been a really good Premier League player, but I don't know if he's... You know, I don't know if he's got legs.
Well, you know, if Nuno comes in, he's going to sit in the stand. He went to Forest and didn't get a kick.
Yeah, well...
He might have to this time round, though.
Yeah. Why?
We ain't got anyone else.
Why, though?
Well, it's a different squad,
Freddie
isn't it?
Potts. We spoke about
more
it 3
choice
weeks ago when I come on. Freddie Potts. Well, if Freddie Potts can't get in the side now, he might as well go on loan to Portsmouth for another year.
I'll be honest, mate. I don't think he's that great. I really don't. I don't think you've got that many good players. I can name 2, 3, maybe 2, definitely 2. Paqueta.
You don't think Freddie Potts is a better player than Ward-Prowse?
No, but he's a young kid.
He's a kid, of course he is. But what would you do then? Put him on loan for another year?
Well, if you don't think he's ready, I would
we're
listen.
in the worst state we can be at the moment.
Do you think he can handle the Premier League? Do you think he can play centre mid for West Ham week in, week out?
I think he can do a better job than Ward-Prowse, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see. You know, I mean, maybe give an opportunity, but at the moment, you've got no legs in midfield and you're getting overrun 24/7. Right, listen, Ad, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. We'll squeeze a few more. I'm going to talk Unai Emery as well after the break. Tough start.
Wow.
For Aston Villa. Has he lost the dressing room? 03 717 22 33 44. Yeah, you are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. You're going to speak to our European football expert, Kevin Hatchard, to get the latest across Europe, the Ballon d'Or. But first, let's get the latest odds with talkSPORT Bet.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Yeah, Ambassador Ryan joins us. All right, Rhino.
Evening, boys. Hey, Candy.
How you doing, matey? Oh, yeah, forgot about you.
Up the Chels.
Up the Chels, up the Chels. What a performance from you guys, honestly. It was unbelievable, unbelievable. You were so proud of the boys.
It wasn't great, matey. Wasn't great. Very disappointing. Very disappointing, matey.
Do you know what? I'm still in a position because we were down to 10. I said the missing link is that we need an extra man every week. That's the missing link to Amarin's system.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so. I've cracked it. I've cracked the code now. I think that's what it is. That's the thing as a Man United fan. We can't gauge right now. We still can't gauge whether that was a good performance or not. So I think it's all eyes on early.
The second half performance, I think, probably gave you a little indicator as to.
You scored when we were even on the field and we didn't get anything. So we'll see. We'll see. But hey, we'll take the 3 points.
Yeah,
you know,
Rhino. Let's get into some of the games. Carabao Cup action. Wolves v Everton tomorrow night. I'm sure there'll be a few changes. But what we got?
Yeah, I know. I think a lot of people spotted the danger, didn't they, in pre-season predictions and all that about Wolves, but they have been dire. They have been dire. And we've talked about Moise. Yeah, they've been Eric Dyer. We talked about Moise as well and the job he's doing at Everton. They're steady at the moment, and they're favourites for this game, as you'd expect. They're on at 11-8. 8-11 to qualify, aesthetically pleasing that one. Wolves at 2-1, and to qualify they're at evens as well. So the draw's 23-10 if anyone's fancying that. Either team to win on penalties, I wouldn't write that one off. I mean, they've already played each other, these two, and it was a close one. So to go all the way to penalties, 19-4 for either one of these teams to win on penalties. So I like that. Or Everton to win and both teams to score, just like the fixture last month. That's 4-1, a talkSPORT Bet booster. So you can have a look at those two outcomes.
Live on talkSPORT tomorrow, my mob, Club World Champions, travel to Lincoln. Lincoln are in good form at the moment.
They are. Yeah, they are in good form. But, I mean, as I say, you guys didn't really get going, but this is surely a dust yourselves off and reset kind of fixture for you. You can let your B team roll out. I felt sorry for Esteval, I had to say. Felt sorry for him when he had to come off. Yeah. Neto didn't get it. Felt like he panicked a bit, actually, your manager, because it was different windows he made those subs. So, anyway, those players look like they might be able to get a run out here. And Chelsea, 2-11. What a crazy price that is to win. I mean, as expected, Lincoln, 14-1. They're in good form, but that's a massive price. Yeah. And the draw's on at 6-1 as well. In the event João Pedro starts, he's a talkSPORT Bet booster at 19-5. But I'm going to look here at Chelsea to win to 0, boys. I've just got to look at that. It's just over evens right now. I think that's a really good price. I know
Can't
they're
lose
away.
There, matey. Can't go out there.
No. Can you imagine? I know. I mean, well, you preach to the choir.
Come on, Lincoln.
Still makes me feel sick. Come on, Lincoln. But yeah, there you go. Just over evens. Chelsea to win to 0.
Liverpool v Southampton tomorrow night on talkSPORT 2. I'm guessing Liverpool favourites.
Massive, yeah. 1-7 favourites. Southampton 16-1 to win at Anfield. Yeah, massive. I know. It feels like a bit of a momentum builder, this one for Liverpool, doesn't it? When I say that, I mean, Isak can start. Like you boys have mentioned, they've just like last season a bit, actually. They've peeled away and not really broke a sweat. And you can get Isak into the starting lineup here and maybe open his account. He's 8-15 to score anytime or 13-5 to score 2 or more. That's where I'm going to look at. Ekitike is a booster at 4-7. If there's a round where they might start in the same squad, I think they probably have to think about getting them both in the same squad because Ekitike looks undroppable to me. But his price is 4-7 if you want to look at that.
Okay.
And on Wednesday, we are treated a bit of Europa League action.
Gosh.
Forest. It's on Wednesday night at Betis, live on talkSPORT 2.
Yeah, I know. 3-0 loss to Arsenal, 3-2 loss to Swansea, 1-1 on the weekend. It's who we are, mate, but it just does not look good, does it? It really doesn't. And Betis are the favourites for this, as you'd expect. 11-10. Forest are the outsiders at 2-1. The draw's on at 12-5 with talkSPORT Bet. Now, I'm having a look at what you guys can look at. Chris Wood is 17-10 from a Forest perspective, but I mean, you can look at Cucho Hernandez. He scored on the weekend for Betis. He's 39-20 to do the same again. I'd probably look there. And I must say, I know this is a bit harsh, but whenever Angie's involved, I look for both teams to score and the other side to win. I'm sorry, but I do. I just think he's a little bit of a fraud, in my opinion. 16-5 for Betis to win and both teams to score. Boy, oh boy, I'll be looking at that one.
Okay. Rhino, you're a star, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, lads. Bye-bye.
That was a look at the latest action. Thanks to talkSPORT Bet. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. BeGambleAware.org.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Right, former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher joins us next. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Going to speak to Kevin Hatchard in a bit. We're going to run you through tomorrow's back pages as well. Huge story coming out of Aston Villa. But first, it's time for this.
Dermot O'Query!
Evening, Derm.
That was your man.
Was it Harry Al?
Harry
It's
Al.
what?
Was it? Come on,
Harry Al. Sorry, Derm.
Sorry, mate.
Can't get the staff, mate. Honestly. Derm, how are you? Because look, you know what? Wasn't a shocking weekend for referees.
It's been very good, Jamie.
Done all right, didn't they?
Yeah,
They
you know,
did.
no stinkers for once.
Thankfully, makes my job a lot
It's all
easier on a Monday night.
Give it 7 days, Derm. Give it.
Don't wish that on me, Jace.
Derm, look, obviously there's obvious ones. The red card for Sanchez is obviously it's an easy decision. You know, I think a dog would get that one right.
A dog for dogs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not a very wise decision to make by the goalkeeper, was it? And he gave the referee a big decision to make, and he made it. And I will say big decision, Jamie, because you're 4 minutes into a game. It's a massive, big game.
Yeah.
Big decision, and he stood up and been counted.
Derm, let me ask you this, right? Because he doesn't give it straight away. Was he listening to someone at VAR? Because I was watching his face, and I've seen it back a few times. I know he's taking his time is the right thing to do, but was he in contact with anyone at Stockley Park?
Well, he can't do that, can he? Because
I don't know.
He's got to make his own decision.
So no one's in his ear. Not like the assistant might have been with him. Assistant on that side, could he have been speaking to him? Because it looked like by his face that he was listening to something. Would that have been the case?
The near side assistant may well have said, this is the area he's in, because it was a fast break, wasn't it? And
yes, it was, yeah.
Peter was caught behind it. Yeah. What you would say is, I don't mind somebody taking their time.
Of course not. No.
They run it through the mind, got it right, and got the right decision, rather than, you do something quickly and then repent very quickly as well.
Indeed.
Yeah. Just on, what about the Casemiro booking? Obviously, it changed the game, but Cundy's not convinced it's a second yellow.
Do you know what? It probably is a second yellow, right? But it's not the. And when I was listening to you and Jay Boothroyd today, this morning, I think Jay made a decent point about his cut across him, but his arms are on. I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in. That was a Chelsea player in that. I'd feel a little bit like if he didn't give it as a second yellow, I don't think it would have been the worst decision in the world. That's the point I'm making.
I think once you start wrapping your arms around somebody, Jason, they're getting away. Yeah. That's the giveaway for me. And you see that most Premier League referees now, if somebody pulls somebody back, stops them in full flow on a run.
Yeah, fair enough.
They inevitably get a yellow card.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy decision from Casemiro. Silly.
Yeah, and one of the most experienced players on the pitch, and he gives the referee a decision.
And should know better with his experience.
His experience, absolutely. Go on, Joe. What you got for us, bud?
Well, the other incidents, I'm guessing Cucurella, was there? There was a yellow card, Cucurella, 44th minute on Mazraoui. There was a case for red card?
I think not. He flies into the tackle. It's not a good tackle. We all know that. But he's low. I think that's the big thing for me, Jamie. If a player's low, he's not going to do the damage if he comes flying through the air and, he's halfway up his shin or knee high. There's a lot of difference there. But he went flat. What did make me laugh is his first reaction is, I haven't touched him. I've got the ball. Well, the only thing is certainly he did not get the ball, did he?
No, it's an industrial challenge, but it's definitely not a red on that occasion. Let's talk about Voltemara, the pull on his shirt inside the box. Who pulled on his shirt? Dekite, was it? That the referee said it's not a penalty, and while I think it would be soft, right? He actually does. It takes a risk, Derm, because you often talk about, you guys, when I listen to you talk about the coat hanger, that the V shape that you can see he's pulled his shirt. He's taking a risk, by the way, in doing that. And I know the referee didn't give it on field, and maybe that's where VAR has gone, do you know what? There's not enough in it. But as soon as you put a shirt in the box and it's visible like that, he takes a risk.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on it. He takes a risk. What I would say, it wasn't sustained hold, and he tugged his shirt and he let go of it very quickly. I think attackers and defenders, they're all feeling for space, and they're all feeling for their opponent. There's always going to be contact like that. That's why this term sustained hold, is he really holding on to the guy trying to stop him?
Right.
But when you look at it, it was a little tug, and Was it enough to put Voldemar down like that?
No.
I don't.
No, but that's why players do go down like that, to bring it to the referee's attention, isn't it? Of course, that's not the challenge that's going to take him down like that. And you know, overall, when I saw it, I didn't think it was a penalty, but it's just like, don't give the referee a decision to make.
Yeah.
What about the Sunderland game? Obviously a sending off. Referee was Sam Barrett. Is it Ronaldo Mandava? He kicked out at Matty Cash, checked by VAR. Silly one.
Why would you do that? You know, it's just ludicrous to do that, isn't it? You know, you fire your studs up into somebody's groin. You just what
you expect?
But you know you're going to get a red card. It's inevitable. I mean, if somebody didn't get a red card for that, we'd be talking all week about it, wouldn't we? Rather than just saying, well, why did he do that?
Well, I seem to remember Batshuayi having his groin studs in there from Harry Maguire a couple of years ago. I'm guessing you remember that one, Derm.
Yeah, in the dugout.
In the dugout, he gets up. No red, nothing. Anyway.
Derm, is there coming up like a Howard Webb thing? What's like after a few games? Is there like a little talking point with refs? Do they get together and have a sort of let's go over the first few decisions this season and where can we be better? Do they have that
every week? Every week, you know, there's like a debrief. You know. Talking to individual referees, looking for threads, seeing what things have cropped up unusual, and really just trying to get the grey. You know, we've got the grey areas in refereeing. You know that. You know where the decisions can go either way. We all know that. You see, we talk about inconsistency. Well, inconsistency is referee to referee. You know, I'm different to you, and you're different to Jace. Stuff like that. But what you're trying to do is get that grey area as small as possible, that where the decision is subjective, if you like.
Let's talk about a decision that happened over the weekend in the Championship. The game was called off between Blackburn and Ipswich. Ipswich were down to 10 men. They were losing 1-0 also. 10 minutes remained. The images, we've all seen them, those that haven't. Honestly, the picture, they couldn't continue to play. It was so waterlogged. The ball wasn't running, wasn't bouncing. But I believe there's a meeting tomorrow. Is that right, Derm?
Well, so I've read and seen on Sky tonight that they want to clear it up very quickly. And I think everybody wants it cleared up very quickly because you've got all kinds of rumours come out, don't you? Know, somebody says, they'll play the last 10 minutes. Others say they'll replay the game.
What do you think they'll do? Is there
It's very, very rare in this country. I can't remember ever they've gone back and played the last part of the game.
Right. So
but it's not uncommon. We've seen it in Real Madrid had to do it a few years ago. Yeah. But it's up to the league. But what I do say is if they're going to act swiftly tomorrow, it will clear it up straight away.
Yes. It's an impossible situation. The ref, there's nothing he's done about it. He made the right call.
Yeah. Well, I think the pass across the pitch that just didn't move told everybody you cannot carry on like this.
No, you can't carry on. No. All right. Derm, I'll tell you what, you got away with one this week, to be fair.
Derm, you're mob.
Ain't no stinkers out there, really, Derm. You're all right.
Long may it continue, Jamie.
If you were refereeing, there definitely would have been done.
Well, that's in the days of black and white TV, that was, Jamie.
Have a good week, Derm.
See you later.
And you both, take care.
All right, that was Dermot Gallagher, and that was Referee Watch.
Dermot O'Query!
Right, we've got a massive story coming up, coming out of Aston Villa this evening. We're going to go through it. They're not happy, Villa fans, and we've got some big news. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. We'll hear from Andy Goldstein, absolutely losing it earlier. Rest of talkSPORT. Aston Villa had a shocking start to the season. They've been in the relegation places after 5 games. Here's Villa boss Unai Emery after another disappointing result of the weekend.
Unai, does this look like your team at the minute?
No, just I am telling you my worries. My worries is through how we are not feeling comfortable playing, getting our identity. I am missing it. Then, of course, I know we need to get confidence collectively and individually.
Yeah, we've got some breaking news as well coming out of the Villa camp this evening. talkSPORT can confirm Aston Villa's president of football operations, Monchi, is set to leave the club. It comes after a mixture of difficult summer in the transfer market, despite a few late arrivals. Poor start to the season. Let's get more of this now. talkSPORT's Jack Cunningham, because it's time for Back Pages. Hi, Jack.
Hey, lads. How are you doing?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Look, loads to go at.
Yeah.
This is a breaking news story coming out of Aston Villa. Just tell us about it.
Yes, obviously, Monchi is going to be leaving, so he's the president of football operations, and the key thing here is he's worked with Unai Emery for a long time. So they were at Sevilla during the times where he won all those Europa Leagues, and then he joined the club in 2022, and then that was to obviously reunite with Emery, and that was when, Villa were starting to take off and get this position where it looked like they were going to become a regular force challenging the so-called Big Six and the top 4, etc. And now, in the end, he's leaving because one of the reasons he believes that he's took the club as far as he can because of PSR and financial constraints. So he doesn't feel like he can do what he wants to do and deliver what he has delivered with Emery in the past. So this is, a huge blow for Aston Villa in that sense. You've got to look at also the summer they had, where despite the fact in January they sold John Duran for about £80 million, they still had to sell players, including Jacob Ramsey, who obviously went to Newcastle, which was a move that went down really badly with other Villa players. I think I remember when he posted his leaving message, there was messages from like John McGinn and Tyrone Mings like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And then obviously they sort of salvaged the transfer window on deadline day by getting Harvey Elliott and Sancho. Obviously it remains to be seen how Sancho does. Harvey Elliott will probably prove to be a good signing. But, it feels like with Villa, unfortunately, they've almost moved too quickly. And and because of the way the rules are, you can only spend what you earn, what you make. And for whatever reason, they haven't been able to make more money with either sponsorship deals or kit deals or whatever. Like, Newcastle have done it a little bit differently. They've managed to build their revenue steadily in a sense, so not that bad a position. But Villa seem to have just gone too quickly, because if you think about when Emery took over from Gerrard, they were outside the relegation zone. Correct, yeah. And within a season and a half, they're in the Champions League, playing Champions League football. And now, despite the fact they've sold so many players, etc., it just feels like, unfortunately, it's all catching up with them.
Well, it's reflecting on the pitch, isn't it?
It is, of course it is.
You've heard Emery there. He's a bit prickly, understandably so. The league position is nowhere near good enough. I just wonder whether this, Monchi leaving now, whether it's the beginning of the end for Unai Emery. I think Villa fans would probably fear that.
No, I think you make a fair point there, Jace, because, let's be honest, Emery is a manager who wants to win things. He has a reputation of winning trophies, and he wants to build teams that are competitive at the top of the league, and he's watched, through no fault of his own, he's watched his squad slowly be decimated and not really be strengthened. Obviously, look, if you look back to January, Villa went all in to try and get the Champions League, by getting Rashford in on loan, Asensio on loan. That's another reason Monkey's not happy as well. He wanted Asensio. In the end, he's gone to Fenerbahce for €7 million, and he's confused why they didn't get him back for that amount of money if that was what was around. So, Villa went all in January. It didn't happen. Obviously, in the end, you could argue it was a totally controversial decision. The reason they lost out at Old Trafford, which would have put them 1-0 up. In the end, they lost, of course. And since then, the club has been on a massive downward spiral.
Mm. All right, let's get into some back pages. Ousmane Dembele, he's won the Ballon d'Or. He probably deserved it.
I think he probably deserved it, yeah. I think if you look at Dembele's first half of the season, really weird. I think he scored 4 goals or something. Really bad. And he even missed the Arsenal first game through disciplinary reasons. So, right. And it felt like with Dembele, it always felt like a case of there was the talent there, but where was the application? Yeah. And it was the same at Barcelona. It was the same at Dortmund. And then suddenly, 2025, I do not know what happened, but this guy, he moved to a false 9 and he became absolutely unplayable, and he played a massive role in PSG winning their first ever Champions League trophy, and that is why he has obviously took the Ballon d'Or and totally deserved it. He didn't score in the final, he got 2 assists in the final, but he scored in the Champions League semi-final against Arsenal at the Emirates to help them win 1-0. That was a huge result. You know, we can't argue with Dembele winning this. Lamine Yamal's time will come. You know, this was probably Dembele's maybe one and only opportunity to win it, and I think it's fair that he did win it. Obviously, Salah finished 4th. You would think if Salah had maybe had a season in the other way around, where he had the season where he started badly and finished strongly, maybe he would have won it. But in the end, Salah actually did nothing after March, realistically. He sort of dropped off. Obviously, they'd already won the Premier League by then. But in the end, because they didn't maybe get as far in the Champions League, FA Cup, and they also lost the Carabao Cup as well, I think that's probably why Salah didn't win it.
Back page of the Times. This is unbelievable. Christian Horner.
Yeah.
I'm hearing, there's different reports on how much he's actually been paid by Red Bull. He left them, the Formula One team, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, something like that.
Something like that.
He's got a nice multi-million pound settlement. The back page of the Times says 80 million.
Yeah, not bad, is it?
Oh, my word.
Lovely.
£80 million payoff. So obviously, we've talked about this before, how he left, and 20 years at Red Bull. Yeah. And he officially, I guess he hadn't left until this payoff. Now he has officially gone, of course. And yeah, 80 million quid. He had 5 years off his deal, so I think that's probably a big part of it. His contract was till 2030. And, I mean, what can you say? I mean, what an absolutely brilliant, what an absolutely unbelievable deal he's got. Like, obviously, it all comes, with the Christian Horner thing, it's really interesting because it's all down to like Jos Verstappen and the power struggle. That's been in Red Bull.
Politics,
and he's lost out on the power struggle. He's come in, Quincy.
He ain't lost out in cash.
He has not lost out in cash.
He's not going to Wonga.com anytime soon.
No, mate. Chilling on his yacht in Monaco, isn't he? What shall I do next? Buy another yacht.
He's all good.
Man United on the back page as well. Ruben Keeper Caper.
Yeah, this is absolutely... When I saw this story, I couldn't believe it. They are going to target a new number 1 next summer. They've just signed Sen Lamens from Royal Antwerp, and they're already looking at getting a new number 1 because Ruben Amorim said in the week that he doesn't feel like he has a clear number 1, Altair Biendia or Lamens. What was the point of buying this lad?
Why didn't they just get Emi
Exactly. Why didn't they just get Emi Martinez? Like, 33 Martinez, fair enough, but we have seen how good he is in the Premier League for quite a long time. It was a guaranteed win. And in the end, now, they're going to spend more money on another goalkeeper. Who knows who that would be? But surely they've got other positions they need to deal with as well. And look, let's be fair, is Amorim even going to be there? And that's another question as well.
Back page of the Sun, Nolly KO fear for Arsenal. It's not looking good from what we're hearing.
Yeah, so I think it's not as bad as it was initially reported, because today there was a report saying it was an ACL. It's not an ACL for Noni Madueke. It's a significant-ish knee injury. I think 6 to 8 weeks is the time scale for it. So he will make, but by the way, 6 to 8 weeks when you're playing every 3 days, it's going to miss a lot of games. That's going to immediately put a lot of pressure on Saka, who's just coming back from a hamstring injury. Madueke has had a lot of praise at the start of the season, and rightly so as well. He's not in the league. He's not actually delivered a goal or an assist yet, but I suppose assists are a weird stat on there. Like, if you can put it on a plate and someone misses, like, that's not your fault, is it? And then for England, I thought he was brilliant, Madueke. So this will obviously
it's a blow for him,
this will be a blow for him, probably maybe more so than for England, because he's not going to probably start over Saka for club or country, but he was starting to get in the position where his form was maybe making Tuchel and Arteta have.
Tuchel's got an interesting choice out there now, because Noni's out. I don't know whether this will be a bit too early, this next England camp for Saka.
Yeah.
So he might stay out of that England squad. So on that right hand side,
I think Bowen's
that's what I mean.
Bowen's probably
Bowen,
yeah. And Bowen's a strange one, because for England, I feel like he had a few caps, like 16 caps for England. I feel like he's never quite shown the form at West Ham.
He's behind Saka. That's the problem he's got, and he's got Harry Kane up there as well. And that's his problem.
Yeah,
that's in front of him.
But I feel like when you get your chance, though, and I just feel he hasn't done it yet. But I love Bowen. I think he's a great footballer, and he's carrying West Ham at the moment. Again, like, got their only goal on the side. Well, he's trying to carry them. He's trying. It's hard.
What's on the talkSPORT website?
Yeah, so another Aston Villa story. So Morgan Rogers, I don't know if you saw this tackle on him by Try Hume.
Yes, I did.
But I mean, he went about 7 foot in the air, and Hume got away. He didn't get a yellow card or anything.
It's a yellow card. I don't think it's a red.
No, it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
It's a proper industrial tackle, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And Sunderland have clipped it up on their socials, and Morgan Rogers has called it out on Instagram. So he's been saying, saying this is like a bad example to set, showing this celebrating this dangerous tackle.
Yeah, okay.
And I get his point. I also understand why Sunderland fans will probably lap up that sort of content, because fans like, even, fans, because big tackles have sort of gone out of the game, really. So fans still like a big tackle. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get booked, though. It was insane. Like, the ball, when you see the still, the ball is not even in the still, and Rodgers is in like 5 foot in the air. So Morgan Rodgers isn't happy about that, and I guess it's just another thing going wrong at Villa, I suppose. Yeah.
All right, Jack, you're a star, mate. Thanks for coming in. Those are your back pages. Right, we're going to hear from Andy Goldstein next. He absolutely lost it. And we're going to do the rest of talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18 plus. BeGoneWhere.org.